Well. Would you look at that, Martin? We are year one into the Red Pegasus podcast. Happy 1 year anniversary to you, brother. And happy 1 year anniversary to all of y'all out there that still hang around and listen to this little old show from Dallas, Fort Worth, Texas. We're glad you're here, and we're glad you've stuck with us through it all. And here's to another year. Let's jump right on into what some people had to say. Some good memories, some good times they remembered, cherished from the first year of the podcast. You'll get to know Martin and Darian, which that is me, if you didn't know already, a little bit more at the end of the show. And then, it's going to be a fun one. Thanks for hanging around with us. Happy 1 year Annie.
Welcome to the Red Pegasus podcast. Now, here are your hosts, Martin Garcia and Darian Clark.
All right, here we go. Year one down. Finally made it.
Dog.
So,
Big milestone for the crew.
big milestone.
Cheers.
Cheers. Here. Bring a little clink. Clink. Cheers. 1 year. Crazy how much we've done in this 1 year. How far we've come. Seems like just yesterday we were little rookies in the podcast game.
Seriously.
Now here we are. So
Still
this
rookies.
episode, yeah, still rookies, exactly. We thought maybe kind of like we did in the year-end review, where we just kind of take a look at the podcast and choose some of our favorite moments. And you guys were awesome and responded to some of our social media questions and responded with what your favorite moments were. And I think Darian has that list right now.
I do. And I thought maybe we'd start with, our number one supporters.
True.
Our ladies who constantly encourage us and push us to be a better person than we were yesterday.
And critique us.
And critique us, yeah. It's always there as well. Which we're grateful for, because how else would we grow?
Exactly.
How about this one from Natalie?
Okay.
She said, when I reached out and said, what's been your favorite episode and why? Just kind of thing. She was kind enough to reach out and, give us some answers. Unlike many people that didn't. She really loved the episode with Remy Riley.
That was a good episode.
Yeah.
That was a really good episode.
That was a fun one. She's a local musician.
Mm-hmm.
Really grinding it out, playing shows everywhere in and around DFW and even in Texas.
Yeah.
I mean, even further than that, but
yeah.
Majority of her shows are here. She's I think she just turned 18, right?
Mm-hmm.
18-year-old phenom, killing it out there. So we got the opportunity and the honor to interview her and have a conversation with her. That was really fun. So why don't we just go ahead and play a little segment of that right now.
Do you always have like small little meet and greets after or before?
I'm always walking around and I'm always I don't shut up. Like if you don't stop this podcast, I will keep talking.
Yeah.
By all means,
go ahead. That's fun.
It'll be
first 2 hour episode that we'll have. So it's totally fun.
Yeah, for sure. I don't. So I'm always like, especially after, sometimes I don't leave my shows till like 2 to 3 hours after the show ends because I'm just sitting there talking to somebody who's sitting at table 8, something like that. I find people and I really like to spend my time with people because not only does it give me inspiration to write more, but I'm a human lover.
Yeah.
I love talking.
Just talking to people. Getting to
I
know everyone.
Yes.
We need more people like Remy in this world.
Yeah,
Infectious personality.
We would be a lot better.
Love
it.
it.
Would be a lot better for sure.
I appreciate that.
Further, Natalie went on and offered some more awesome episodes. Yeah.
Going above and beyond
Look at that,
over here.
your lady coming through. She loved the State Fair episode.
That was a pretty good episode.
That was a good one.
Talking about all the yums that we that we were introduced to while there.
Yeah.
That was a good one.
It was.
And Black Pumas.
Yes.
Can't forget about Black Pumas performing.
Mm-hmm. That was a fun time. And then last one here, she said a throwback episode, the episode with Merced. She also mentioned that she really loved the Manos de Oro film that he directed. So
yeah,
that was a pretty cool. Obviously, that was definitely one of our favorite episodes.
Yeah, I think just because it was our first interview that we had done,
Yeah, it was.
thankfully it was someone who at least one of us knew, so it was kind of easy to break the ice there.
Mm-hmm.
And also Merced is just, it's like almost these things are natural to him.
Yeah.
Like he worked the interview so well.
Yeah.
But local filmmaker in the DFW area has done 3 short films. I think he had mentioned that he was starting to plan his feature film coming up.
Dude, that's
here
crazy.
in a couple of years. Yeah. So definitely check that out. But in case you can't get there right now, we'll go ahead and play a little clip right here.
You know what helps? I didn't go to film school. Like I said, I've said that a couple times now, but I just want to make that clear. Like I didn't, but not that you have to.
Yeah.
Because your film school, it's on Netflix now. It's on Hulu. It's on the Criterion channel. It's out there for you to stream. It's on Amazon Prime. So what's changed for me, really, I've just watched better movies. I've grown a much bigger appreciation for cinema, not just commercial stuff, like independent art house stuff, foreign films. Mm-hmm. And you have to really not be paying attention to like let that soak into you and influence your work. And I just pay reverence to the masters. Like you pay reverence to the goats that have come before us. And I think by way of permeance, like you get something from that, hopefully, as a filmmaker. And I don't know what the process is in your brain or how it's in mine, but it just kind of comes out of you. Yeah. The more you surround yourself and the more you watch better films, the better filmmaker you're going to be, I think. Like no amount of reading, no amount of YouTube videos. And I did a lot of that before right where you left me to learn how to make my film. But what helps even more, no matter what, is just watching films.
So yeah, that one was a stellar episode. I feel like we still follow him, and keep up with him, and he's left and right just a humble brag, posting all these like awards he's winning. Dude,
all of the awards.
It's crazy.
He's winning all these like film festival awards, and I'm just sitting there like, how are you doing this? Gosh, you're so good.
He is killing it out there.
Seriously, if you get a chance to check out his latest film, Manos de Oro, you should definitely check that out.
Yeah. Speaking of ladies, speaking of encouragers or greatest motivators, my wife, Brooke, mentioned she loved the episode when we were prophetic about Dalaska.
Yes.
Well, we technically pre-recorded it before the ice storm, and it kind of acted like it was going to happen. Obviously, nobody could have completely predicted it, but to a sense, we kind of did. So actually, we pulled some audio from that just to take a look back at that and remember those times as well, because that was pretty crazy on our part.
Dude, heck yeah.
So here you go. So we survived the North Texas, Dallas, Fort Worth, DFW, snow, cold, apocalypse, whatever you want to call it. We're here.
Polar vortex.
Polar vortex. We're here. We're inside.
We survived.
We're warm.
We're okay. I know all of you worried about us. It's okay. It's okay. We're fine.
You all that are listening are okay as well.
Mm-hmm.
But it is now warmer. Thank the Lord. And even though we hit single digits, my gosh, we're doing all right now. Right, Martin? You doing all right?
I'm doing okay.
Brooke then went on to mention that she loved when we taste test stuff, like for example, the hot chicken. And giving Rex on that kind of stuff.
Yeah, those are my favorite episodes just because we get to eat.
Absolutely.
That's my favorite part. That's honestly why I started the podcast. And I was like, you know what? I'm going to go ahead and do this with Darian only because I want a food segment where we just buy things and eat it on the podcast.
Which we need to do that again soon.
We do need to, yeah.
Like some burgers or something.
Maple and Motor?
There you go.
What?
Do it. Even more specifically on the food topic, she loved the little segment about Martin's Thanksgiving plate. how you're such a picky eater.
My basic plate. If I'm one thing, if I'm basic in one sort of way, it's definitely my Thanksgiving dinner plate.
Yeah, dude.
All you're gonna find is turkey, mashed potatoes, and mac and cheese.
Yeah,
not this nasty
protein and carbs.
Cranberry.
Give it all to
cranberry sauce.
One time a year, bro. You can't just suck it up and eat it one time a year.
No.
Come on, bro.
Nah.
But more importantly, her all-time favorite is when we go off topic and give the listeners an unscripted glimpse of our BFF camaraderie.
Doing what we do best.
Definitely. How about this one from my sister, Melissa, who currently lives in Norway.
Shouts out across the pond.
Yep. Shout out to y'all. But by the way, they got some good supporters over there, so we appreciate y'all in Norway. I see y'all on the on the analytics here.
On our numbers going up in Norway.
Yeah, they are absolutely.
They're gonna be like, we've never heard of this Dallas, but hey, whatever.
Yeah, right. She'll shout out to you, Mo, for spreading the word. She said, well, I really enjoyed the Nate Widan episode.
Right.
When we
sense.
interviewed him. Also, another local musician kind of turned into Nashville there for a little bit.
Mm-hmm.
And then he has since been brought back. So we had him on there. And he's an old friend of ours. So we've known him for a while. So that episode was just really fun.
Yeah.
A lot of laughs and
Hearing,
a lot of unscripted glimpse of our BFF camaraderie.
Hearing all his stories like this one that we've got right here.
Dude.
We were touring. We used to always joke about like playing the salad bar at the restaurant, you know? And we literally walked into this place in Casper, Wyoming one time, and they're like, you can set up by the salad bar right over there.
No way.
And we lost it.
Made it full circle.
And at the time, I think the NBA playoffs are going on, and we look up and there's Leon Bridges and the LeBron James commercial. We're like, oh, great.
Wow.
Good for you, Leon.
Yeah, right.
As we're like picking croutons out of the salad bar. Yeah. Here, buddy. I mean, I love Leon. He's a good friend, and I all respect him and love it. It's just one of those moments you're 1,000 miles away from home. You're like, what am I doing here? Where have I gone wrong with my life?
Just like, whoa, maybe Dad was right. Maybe I should have done baseball for sure.
Literally need to go home, get my life right, like go to church. Like I need to do something.
That's funny.
Yeah.
Chowing down on croutons. Love it. That episode, definitely one of my favorites, hands down.
That was pretty good.
That story is eating croutons, watching Leon do his thing while they're up in wherever, God knows where, doing their little show.
Just in the middle of the desert, some random place. Whenever he was telling that story, for some reason, the only thing that kept popping in my head was a scene in Benchwarmers when they're at the Pizza Hut.
Yes, for real. Yes,
In the salad bar. That's why I thought of that movie.
I love salad.
Yeah, it's good and good for you.
That's great, man. Melissa proceeded on to say she likes it when, sort of like what Brooke said, when we get off topic sometimes and just crack each other up genuinely. She loves, always good moments. She loves the times we talk about Dallas history and Texas history.
That's all you right there.
I love that stuff, man.
You do.
I'm actually about to read a book about it, so
That was
be on the
perfect
lookout.
example, right?
Be on the lookout for
This
that
new episode. It's just gonna go over this book.
Lars, her husband, my brother-in-law, loved that when Martin brought up Formula One stuff with sports.
That's right.
Yes. That's good stuff, man. Yep.
Let's see if we could do a little throwback right here.
Yeah.
But the championship can only be won by one, and it's going Dutch in 2021. Max Verstappen, for the first time ever, is champion of the world.
Speaking of sports, she also likes our updates on sports because they're short and keep someone who doesn't like sports still interested.
That's true. You know, I've been getting a lot of that too. It's just like, I don't really care for sports, but it's a pretty nice segment. Short and sweet, to the point.
Good deal. That's what I like to hear. I try to because I know I can go rambling every once in a while.
You can't. Sometimes I lose you, and I'm like, you know what? I'm just going to sit back and relax and let them take over. It seems to be on a roll.
For example, when the Cowboys choke.
Ooh, too soon.
Melissa also mentioned when we talk about like activities to do around holidays, it makes her miss and think about home.
Yeah.
Yep. Food talks also. She loves those too.
Food talks are always the best.
Yeah.
We seriously need to get some more food in here.
We do. She had one critique of our work.
Uh-oh.
Our use of the word literally. Figuratively.
Yeah.
We got to intertwine those words. So maybe we'll start using figuratively whenever we're literally talking about something, and we'll use literally whenever we're figuratively talking about something.
There you go.
There you go, Mo. You're welcome. Moving on here. How about keep it in the family?
All right, going to your brother.
My brother, yeah. He's short and sweet.
Yeah.
It's not very long at all.
I can imagine what his answer would be.
Yeah, he literally said, I like the top 10 list that y'all go over and how y'all agree or disagree on if it belongs in there.
There you go.
Yep.
Perfect. Short and sweet, just
yep.
like those sports segments.
Yes. About Chano.
Hey,
The one who
Chano.
won our first giveaway. So shout out to you, brother. He likes when we talk about stuff to do in Dallas.
Yep.
And he loves the holiday shows.
Holiday shows.
So anytime we talk about anything with holidays, stuff to do around then, he likes that. And then obviously he loves the giveaways. So let him know whenever.
Of course he loves the
Let him
giveaway
know
because he won it.
Let him know whenever there's another one coming in.
Yeah, I was just about to say, yeah, our holiday shows, they're the best, but we literally only had 1 year of holiday shows, right. So it's not like we've even had a lot.
Right. Oh, this is our friend Janie, our good friend Janie.
Oh, okay.
Longtime friend Janie.
Mm-hmm.
She said, honestly, I love when y'all quiz each other about anything throughout the podcast.
Mm.
She said it's her favorite because she feels like she's sitting in the room with us, but can't talk. But still can't talk like she's like Ebenezer Scrooge in the movie. You know, he's just like sitting over there like trying to talk, but nobody can hear him.
Yeah.
So, she plays along, but at the same time she can't be heard. So,
like I say, man, every time we play and she's listening to it, she always sends me a Snapchat. It's just like, how did you guys not know this? And I'm like, okay, calm down.
It's sorry. A pop quiz, girl. Yes. We didn't study.
Speaking of Janie, we were talking about Girl Scout cookies last episode.
Yes.
Man, did Janie come in the clutch for us?
Yes.
So she used to be Girl Scout and was always our Girl Scout plug.
She was.
And she heard that episode and sent Darian and I in a group message a web link for ordering Girl Scout cookies online, basically, right?
Mm-hmm.
So I'm about to go broke again here once this episode is over with.
I already got my tag-alongs, my Thin Mints, my Samoas, and I'm 5 pounds heavier already. Huh?
Did you get them from the website?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yep. I'm broke and I'm heavier. So, yep. Thanks for that, Janie. How about this one from our good and longtime friend, Alan Rodriguez.
Alan.
He said one of his most memorable moments was when we would talk about the hashtag at the end of the podcast.
Oh,
and how he's still waiting for us to come up with the hashtag.
That's true.
We would always just leave everyone hanging because we could never think of anything. But at the same time, it was literally we were trying to do that. But were we? Or were we figuratively? Or were we?
Literally?
Well, we'll see. Maybe we'll come up with one at the end of this show.
Maybe.
Finally, year 1 in.
Maybe. Yeah. We'll see.
Yeah.
I'm going to start thinking of it.
He also liked when we added the intro, the Red Pegasus podcast voice.
Oh, yeah.
Jim.
Yeah, Jim, our boy Jim.
That guy coming through always, every episode.
Welcome to the Red Pegasus podcast.
Never misses a beat.
Never.
Yeah, that's what Alan had to say there. So appreciate that for that feedback, Alan. How about our buddy Chris, who has done a photo shoot for us before?
Yeah.
Stellar guy, chill guy. We enjoy him. He's a good brother. Maybe he'll be on the show soon.
Yeah, hopefully.
Oh, teaser.
Oh, what?
He said, okay, I couldn't really pick one, but you decide. So I'm just going to mention both. Why not? He said one of the most memorable things was super early on when Martin told the story about that ice, hitting the ice on the highway off-ramp.
Dude, that was so bad.
And your friend falling off the highway,
yeah,
literally.
Yeah, off the ramp, yeah. That was such a horrible moment.
Dude,
I hated.
That's crazy, man. It's one of those moments where, like, it's absolutely terrible in the moment.
Mm-hmm.
But, like, now, talking about it, it's like, whoa, I can't believe I lived through that. But at the same time, it's an amazing story to tell.
Yeah, seriously.
Because you probably all y'all lived a miracle. Like, there's anything could happen that day.
Yeah.
And we all know what happens with ice now.
Seriously, Alaska, and then just, last week? 2 weeks ago?
2 years in a row, we get these kind of storms. That's never happened in my life.
So bad.
Do you recall this ever happening 2 years in a row like that?
2 years in a row, no.
Right. That's crazy.
I do, and I don't even remember the last time we, like, legit had snow,
Mm-hmm.
but it's been a while.
It even hung around for a while.
Yeah.
Like, usually when it gets hot, it's gone.
Yeah.
See ya.
I see houses still with, like, snow on their roofs.
Uh-huh. Chris also went on to say another thing he enjoyed was when you guys did the This or That episode, the Texas edition.
Yep.
So which we pulled a little segment of that just to look back on too. Whenever me and Martin got in a little fight over some salsa. So here's that.
All right. So this one is pretty important.
Okay.
So we have green salsa or red salsa.
Okay. Ooh, this is heated in some areas of Dallas, right?
Yep.
For me, it's the red salsa.
You're gonna go with red?
I'm going classic red. If I could, I would drown myself in salsa. I can eat chips and salsa all day long, all day, every day.
Yeah.
It doesn't matter if I eat it for lunch. I can eat it for dinner. It doesn't matter if I eat it for lunch and dinner the previous day. I can eat it for lunch and dinner again. Like, I can drown myself in red salsa.
Yeah. Okay, wow. I've never met someone so passionate about red salsa before.
What about you?
I'm going to have to go with green.
Let's fight.
Yeah, I'm gonna go with green salsa just because it's I mean, it also depends on where you get it, but like it's typically not the hottest one, but it has a good amount of flavor to it.
Very
so
true.
You can add it to stuff.
I'm not saying
everything.
I'm not saying I hate green. I actually prefer green on like my breakfast tacos and stuff like that.
Yeah, same.
I'll throw green sauce on all day long. But
when you want some of that heat, that's when you put in the red salsa.
For sure. I like the heat. I'm still team red salsa gang, bro.
Oh,
so
man.
Sorry about you.
Salsa Verde. That's where it's at.
I think I see a part 2 coming of that episode.
I think so too, yeah.
Maybe we'll get another fight.
We'll have to do a taste test of red salsa and green salsa.
There you go. Our good friend, I say good friend, he's become close to us on through social media.
Oh, yes.
This is
talking about.
We don't actually know his real name, but on Instagram it's at Pilgrim Edward. Without the A in Edward. And it's a fantastic review. You got to hear this, Martin.
Seriously.
He said, I'm a weird one. I truly enjoy the podcast because you guys do not talk politics. And y'all provide excellent commentary on events and issues, etc. in Dallas the mainstream doesn't focus on. I love how laid back y'all are. All around, you guys are the best thing to happen to Dallas culture. Like, are you kidding me?
Wow.
What in the world?
I feel like we haven't lived up to that standard. I feel like he's putting us up there. And
I know.
We just haven't really been there, but I thank you so much.
Yeah, that's incredible. That's such nice words. He said, I listen to a lot of podcasts, and Red Pegasus podcast is by far the best one.
That's what I like to hear.
Yeah.
That's what I like to hear.
It's very nice. As for episodes, he loved the Spring Break episode.
Spring break forever.
He said that was a great one, and so is the This or That episode that we also just mentioned from Chris. So.
Yep.
Very nice from our boy Pilgrim Edward.
Glad we're able to be your escape from the political world.
Absolutely, yeah, because he went on to say, and for the record, I'm engulfed in politics, local and nationally, daily. You guys help me get through it. Pilgrim Edward is an outlet for my somewhat high-profile political career.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, so I don't know who you are. Greg Abbott burner account. I'm just kidding. But no, we
could literally be anybody.
I'm not trying to bury him or put him on a high pedestal or anything. We appreciate him listening and reaching out with the kind words, because he definitely
very
didn't have
kind
to do
words.
that.
Very kind words. Like I said, glad we can do that. I mean, literally anything in this world is now politicized, and trying to take a break from all the craziness, because it is literally just that. Literally.
Yes, literally.
Crazy.
Lastly here, a good friend of ours by the name of Albert. He mentioned one of the first thing that came to mind last year was last year's Super Bowl halftime commercials episode. And he said maybe because it's fresh on his mind with Super Bowl coming up, but
yeah,
that's what he thought of initially. So appreciate you, Bert, reaching out with an episode that you liked.
Another really good photographer. Go and check out his stuff as well.
Absolutely. Dude's solid. So if we missed you, sorry. But I'm pretty sure I covered everybody that reached out, because there were a lot.
Nice.
And we were greatly appreciate all of it. You keep us going. You lift our spirits, and that's why we're putting on another year here for the Red Pegasus podcast.
Another year. One down, many more to go.
Yes, sir. Martin, do you have a good memory, good moment, episode specific that you enjoyed throughout the year?
Yeah, I like doing all of our interviews.
Yeah.
Because I just like to get to know people.
Absolutely.
And hearing what they have to say and how they got to where they are.
Mm-hmm.
I think also my favorite is the Kevin Hart segment.
Yes. So
Kevin Hart and Don Cheadle segment. That's probably a good one. And also the Target segment just recently that we did. That one was another good. The self-checkout line. Pilgrim Edward hit us up with that, and they were just like, you know what? I feel your pain with the self-checkouts. I feel your pain.
Yes.
So that's probably another one of my favorites. What about you?
It's so hard to pick one or the other. I too enjoy when we have guests on, specifically the one with Nate. That one.
Yeah.
It just was extremely... It flowed nicely. It was smooth. We laughed a lot. That was a really fun one to do.
That one was good.
I love when we do food stuff. When we're talking about food, when we're taste testing food, those are definitely fun. I love when we talked about the state fair. Even when we do like top 10 lists.
Mm-hmm.
I love when we list stuff and we rank stuff, because everyone loves that, right?
Yeah, that seems to be everyone's favorite.
Yeah.
This or that or the ranking.
Yeah, absolutely. So, and I love Christmas. So all that Christmas stuff that we prepped and planned for and did, that was so fun, man. I love most wonderful time of the year. So I love doing that stuff.
I see what you did there.
Yeah.
Also, fun fact real quick. So one day, Natalie and I were driving, I forgot where, somewhere in downtown. And we're at a stoplight and I looked to my right. I think I was just talking to her. She was in shotgun. And I see Stonely. And I'm like, oh, that's weird. I was like, why does it sound so familiar? And then I thought, Christmas episode where they stopped playing Mariah Carey song. And then I was like, wait, but if the bar is right there, that must mean the hotel is, there it is to my left. It was just so funny. It was like I was reliving that podcast episode.
Yep. It's great, man. Every time I pass by Stonely, I think of my bachelor party. Oh my gosh. We rented the presidential suite, dude. That was a night to not remember. No, it was good times, definitely.
Sadly, I had to miss that one.
You did. It was sad, but you were there in spirit.
There in spirit, and almost like if I was there with everyone retelling me the story.
Yeah,
I was like,
real.
well, I feel like I didn't really miss much. I feel like I really was there.
We had a quick story from that. We had an Uber driver.
Yeah.
That we had there and back. It was like a scheduled Uber driver that we utilized both times.
Yeah.
And Molf was with us. Michael Mulford, shout out to you. He I remember on the way there talking about it. I don't remember on the way back. They were hyping me up, acting like I was a player on the Dallas Stars. And I ended up apparently getting a picture with him at the end
with the Uber driver
and signing his shirt because he didn't have anything to sign. I'm like, you don't have a piece of paper, bro? And so I ended up signing his shirt, and he was so convinced that I was a Dallas Stars hockey player.
I do remember this
Thanks
story.
to Molf and Albert like hyping me up and telling him out. I mean, just look at that beard. Do you see his chipped tooth and all this stuff? I'm like, come on, bro.
Dang, that's too funny.
And the guy's like, oh, he's even built like one. Okay, yes. I was like, dude, I've never played a lick of hockey in my life.
That's messed up.
I can't even like speed skate.
That's too funny. Can you skate?
I can skate, yeah.
Normally?
Yeah. I can't go fast.
Skating. I forget sometimes.
Yeah.
How fun it is.
Yeah,
I forget how to ice skate. I forget how fun it is until I go to like Dr. Pepper skating rink or the Galleria.
Mm-hmm.
And then I'm like,
boop out those old skills.
Yeah.
Even then, beyond that, just the beginning, the very first episode.
Yeah.
Even though we were a little rusty, we're not too good.
A little shy in front of the microphone.
Yeah, it was a good episode, I think, overall. And just getting to know the whole backstory of the Red Pegasus, and the meaning and the reason why we went with that as the name of this show. I think that was a very impactful episode for the city of Dallas.
Mm-hmm.
And it is our most listened to episode.
Really?
Yeah, by far.
There you go.
Yeah, a lot of people have checked it out. So learn a little bit about it, get to know us a little bit at the same time, and hopefully you're sticking with us through it all. Now here, was it 46 episodes in?
Mm-hmm. 40, nice. Yep, 46. This one wasn't really an episode. It was the teaser episode that we put on before we've started releasing things.
Mm-hmm.
And that one I like because we both kind of seemed a little natural, even though it was the first time in front of the microphone for the both of us.
Uh-huh.
And it just seemed natural and it flowed well. And I was like, you know what? I think this is going to be really good. And I can see this happening for a while. And here we are a year later.
Let's go.
A year down, one more to go. Not one more to go.
Mm-hmm.
It was nice taking a quick look back at all we've done. It's a lot.
Absolutely.
I keep forgetting. But
we've
done a lot of stuff on this podcast. That's for sure.
It has been fun.
It's been real.
It's been fun.
It's been real fun.
Most of all, it's been real fun. Oh, yeah, absolutely.
But we're not leaving just yet.
No, not just yet.
More.
Do you want to take some time to get to know us a little more better?
That's true. We've gotten a lot more listeners.
Yeah.
And, some of them might not know who we are. Mm-hmm. Some of them probably haven't gotten back to the first few episodes where we talked a little bit about us. So how about we just maybe do just that?
Yeah.
Yeah.
How about a couple questions here?
All right.
If you want to start, you good with that?
Yeah.
If you had a day completely to yourself without a single plan, what would it look like?
Something that we all kind of dream of, right? A day with no plans.
Yeah, right.
You want to go first or you want me to go first?
I can go. I'm ready.
All right, go ahead.
Okay. First of all, it's going to consist of hanging with my family hanging with my daughter and my wife,
Right.
who are my rock, my number ones, here through it all. So I got to spend some time with them. Right now, I'm really fond of riding bikes with my daughter. She's getting that balance bike down. She's loving it, man. She flies.
Training wheels almost coming off? Or are they already off?
No, she's on the balance bike. It's like this new fad where you don't even have to go training wheels. You just, hopefully you go straight from this balance bike to a real bike.
Really?
Yeah, because they got the balancing down.
Oh.
And she literally just pushes her feet and picks up her feet and she glides and balances with it. So she's getting it down. She's really good.
Nice.
Like I gotta like run to keep up with her, or else she's gonna keep going into the street. You know. So it's been fun, just hanging out with them. So definitely that would be a part of my day. Some good coffee would be a part of the day. When I have time, I grind up some beans and throw them in a pour over. Give me some good coffee there.
Nice.
I'd spend some time in scripture in the Bible. Just hanging with my Lord and Savior Jesus Christ, just because He just gives me purpose and gives me life. So going back to that and clinging to that relationship is always crucial to me. And then I think just not only hanging with my family, but just doing something like spending time outside.
Yeah.
So yeah, that's the basis of it. I know it's not exactly scripted, but I think a day without plans, you don't want it to be scripted, right? Just kind of go with the flow with everything going on. So
Exactly.
what about you, brother? What does yours look like?
Let's see. A day with no plans. I would like to say that I'd get up late, but I probably wouldn't.
Right.
Sleep schedule just doesn't allow that anymore.
Just accustomed to it. Yep. Sleeping in's like 7 now.
Yeah, exactly. It's like, wow, 7:00, it's so late. Probably waking up, taking some time, just going through my morning pretty slowly and taking a long shower.
Yeah.
Like just getting ready for the day.
Absolutely.
Letting the water hit you and just sitting there relaxing. Getting into some deep thought. And then after the shower, getting ready for not seeing anybody. Probably just going into like a rehearsal room with some drums and
there you go.
I'm set.
Go to town.
Yeah, just a case of beer, my drums, and some music to jam out to.
Absolutely.
And I mean that would probably be it, to be honest.
Solid.
And then end the day watching Netflix in bed with Natalie. Probably is
Nice.
the best thing. That's one of my favorite things to do is just watch Netflix. Just hang out in bed, not doing much.
Mindless things.
Exactly.
Yep. In a world where we're full of filling up our mind,
Mm-hmm.
you got to cling to some mindless things. Absolutely.
Seriously, but it's probably something that I do for sure.
Yep. Totally. All right. How about another question here? If you could travel anywhere in the world, money or COVID is not an issue, where are you going?
All right. So I'll go ahead and go first.
Okay.
If I can go anywhere where money wasn't a thing or COVID,
I can't believe you gotta say that now, but yeah.
I would probably go to Japan.
Yeah.
I don't know why. I've always just wanted to go to Japan for the longest time. I'm reading a book called Musashi. It's about a samurai.
Yep.
And I have no idea why. This painting right here is in my room, Japanese painting. I don't know why. I just like have really fallen for like Japanese and Asian culture.
Yeah.
It's probably just like how they like live their life around respect and loyalty and stuff like that. I don't know. Just being personable.
Yeah.
I don't know what it is, man. Maybe in a past life I was Japanese and I'm just trying to go back to my roots. I have no idea, but probably Japan. And it would not be the best because I don't eat fish or seafood or sushi or anything.
Yeah.
So my list of options for food is probably minimal, but
Yeah, they don't have chopped brisket over there, mac and cheese, I bet.
no, they don't. They definitely do not have any of that. But yeah, definitely Japan is somewhere that I've been wanting to go for the longest time.
Nice. I second that. I would love to go there, man.
Yeah. What about you?
It's a tough choice for me. Without like really saying a secluded island.
Yeah.
With like these fancy bungalows.
Yeah.
That's gonna cost like thousands and thousands of dollars to go to, you know? Like Bora Bora, you know?
Yeah.
without saying that, because I would probably choose that, but to make it more of like a neutral answer for most people out there. Most people probably don't even know what Bora Bora really is, or a secluded island really is anyway. Anyway, I would pick like New Zealand or Australia.
Those are good choices.
Yeah, because yes, they are secluded, but they're probably the most expensive to get to, and they're probably the furthest away, to be honest.
Which is something that you don't really think of.
Yeah.
You always think that everything's kind of close by. But then you like look at a globe or look at a map and you realize how far Australia and New Zealand really is.
It's crazy.
You're just like, whoa, okay. It's literally on the other side of the world.
Yep. It literally is, Mo. But yeah, not only that, it's just, I just seen stuff about them. They're gorgeous areas to be at. They're really expensive, so money not being an issue.
Yeah,
you go there.
Exactly.
Want to go down under?
Down under.
Kick it with the kangaroos. Or hang out on those New Zealand islands with where they filmed all those movies and stuff.
Yeah, I was about to say, I just remembered Kangaroo Jack for some reason whenever you said down under. Oh, man.
What a movie.
That was good. That was gold.
But yeah, I mean, and since they're right next to each other, might as well hit them both up, right?
Yeah,
Hop on a
seriously.
little boat and just go to the other.
Seriously. Knock out two places with one stone.
Yeah. Also, the language barrier not being an issue is a plus.
True.
Yep.
True.
So.
I would definitely have a language barrier.
In Japan?
Yeah.
Yeah.
All I would know how to say would be Pikachu, and that's just about it. I just played. I tried taking Japanese Duolingo, and I've gotten pretty far, but it's also been a while, so I probably don't remember a lot.
Yeah, I can imagine. That's
I
tough.
can count in Japanese to like. Here's the weird thing. I learned how to count through Duolingo, but it always skipped the number 5.
Huh.
Yeah. And you know that number 6 in Japanese is Roku, like Roku.
Like the TV?
Yep.
Oh, really?
The more you know.
Huh.
The more you know. You're welcome.
Interesting.
But yeah, definitely would want to go to Australia as well. I don't know if I would be able to handle it though, because the amount of crazy ass animals that are trying to like eat you down there, I don't know if that's for me, man. I don't know if I'm in the mood to see a snake coming up my toilet.
Yeah. And just ask Steve Irwin, man.
Yeah.
Too soon?
R.I.p.
Too
soon.
R.I.P. I don't think it's too soon. It's been, what, 20 years?
It's been a while. It's been a while.
How about we release some Suggs and Rex to somebody else?
I like that idea.
Yeah, we give it to somebody else for this episode.
I like it.
How about you just share this podcast?
Bet you won't.
Blast it on your socials. Do that word of mouth advertising. The best way to advertise. Tell your friends, tell your family, and just suggest this podcast to somebody. Recommend this podcast to somebody.
Bet.
Do it for your boys, and just spread the love, share the word. So we can get this out there to more and more people, because that keeps us going. Literally and figuratively.
Every time we say literally, it's just it's immediately going to come back to this thought of Melissa just being like, "Oh my gosh, you guys say this word way too much." By the way, because she's in town right now, I saw her posting up like a picture of Shiner Bach and just like her being in the sun. And like, look, I can come outside in a t-shirt and I'm not freezing to death.
Yeah,
that's too funny.
Norway, where they only have like 1 month of sun out of the entire year. Praying for y'all.
Jeez, that's so crazy, man.
Right?
So crazy.
Yeah.
There's also this one that I saw that she posted of her driving on the highway, and she was like, "Yep, I'm in Texas, going above the speed limit, yet people are still passing me up."
Yeah, for real though.
It's like, "Yep, welcome back home."
Sounds about right.
Too good.
But yeah, the Suggs and Rex this time, y'all, are in your hands. Share this podcast everywhere you can, please.
We suggest that you suggest this podcast to other people.
Good word, Martin. Well, I think that does it. Do you have anything else?
I love you.
That's the new hashtag?
Hashtag I love you. Dang, let's get that trending, boys and girls. Let's go.
All right, sounds good. Hashtag I love you be in the show description, so check it out.
All right. But seriously, thanks guys for all you guys do. I mean, it's literally just listening to the podcast, but it means a lot.
Yep.
Follow us on the socials, Instagram, Twitter at Red Pegasus Pod. We've got a lot of exciting stuff coming up, a lot of exciting people that we're going to talk to and share with you guys. Leave a 5-star review wherever you can, subscribe, download, do all the good stuff. You know what you're supposed to do.
Absolutely.
Quit acting like this is new to you. All right, that's it.
Yep, it's been fun. It's been real, but most of all, it's been real fun.
It's been real fun.
Cheers to 1 year, Martin.
1 year. All right, we'll see you guys.
Peace out.